Welcome to Jordan Grant 3D.
How's it? I'm Jordan and today we're going to be creating Witch's Hut in Blender. It's Minecraft style, and throughout this video we're going to be learning simple modeling, UV unwrapping, some texturing and also lighting. So as you see, it's quite a nice model, so without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete everything but the cube. I'm going to go in and I'm just going to go item and scale all the dimensions to 1. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I need some oak logs. So I'm just going to go oak log, good. Then I'm going to change the texture, go image texture, and just go block textures. Let's open it. Let's go straight to viewport shading. Open this quickly. Change this editor type to UV editor. Go tab. Okay, now to go A, U, cube projection. Go A, in, and I'll change the X to 0.406 and Y to 0.594. Okay, then I'll go S minus 0.061. Okay, as you see, we get this pumpkin texture, but it doesn't look like a Minecraft texture. It looks like some weird texture. It's not blocky at all. So we change linear to closest, and as you see, we get a nice blocky texture. Now what we do is I'm just going to go G. Let's turn on snapping, and turn on snapping like that. Go G, just like that. Wait, just like that, good. And the top bits, I'm just going to select them and just change them to the correct texture. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is go Shift D, and I'm going to change this to plank or planks. Okay, now just go G like that, go A, and just like that. Okay, now what we need is a cauldron. Okay, for that I think we'll just do a crafting table quickly. Okay, crafting table, go A, let's just go G. So as you see, the texture is upside down. Go S, Y minus 1. Okay, now let's select these two front ones. And just go G. And the top one, I'm just going to move it like that. And the bottom one, we don't have to do anything, but I think I'll just move them to these planks. Just like that. Good. Okay. So now what I need to do is go Shift D. Let's make a cauldron. So let's just rename this. Wait. Okay. Just click enter. We'll just click away, and then we'll go / and let's just change this. Go U. Actually, what we'll do is I'll just go L, select linked, and L, and just move it all in place. Right there. And of course L, and move it like that. Good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly move it to the cauldron texture, as you see here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go X and delete the bottom face. I'm going to go to preferences, and I'm going to install auto mirror. Of course, it's actually it's already enabled, so I re-enabled it, and no download needed. So just go edit, auto mirror, and auto mirror. There. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hide these, both of these. Go on the x-axis. Go K, and just try to just do that, like that, and that. And then what I'm going to do is go X and delete them. I'll be back when I've done the second one. Okay, I finished the second one. Now go tab into object mode and we can re-enable these modifiers. Now what I'm going to do is select this face, go I to insert it, and let's just go move it just like that. That's too big, so just go G. Reason why this is happening is because I've clipping enabled. By the way, there's auto enabled with auto mirror. However, if you just add it, it won't be enabled. Anyway, so what we do is just like that, go EZ, and that's about fine. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just delete these faces, just like that, and go to edge mode, edge select, and delete the edges. Okay. So now I think I could maybe move these down a little more, and I'm just going to select this and this. I'm just going to go, let's select these and just go AS0. I'm just going to make it 0. Okay, that's actually fine. We can maybe move them to a darker spot. Good. Okay, now you can go /, and now all we need is the oak stays and the coal and the flower pots, or mushroom pot actually, because we have a mushroom in it. Anyway, let's duplicate the oak plant, go /, let's rename this to oak stairs. Okay, let's go Command R and cut it in half, and then Command R and just cut it straight like that. And then let's delete these areas and just select it like that. Okay, let's just do that. Go F, edge select, and F. Okay, so you don't have to do this. Let's actually just change this a teeny bit. All you have to do is just select these 2 bits and turn off snapping. Okay, it's there, command, and SX0, SX0, GX, and GX one more time. We can maybe just scale them just like that, fine. Okay, and let's do the same thing to the bottom. Okay, I have finished. So now we're down the oak stairs. What we have to do is let's just make sure nothing weird is happening. Good, now let's go /, and I'm going to make the mushroom pot. Let's just duplicate this, and I'm just going to go item, delete this, and let's go 1 /3, and good. Oh wait, before that, I'm just going to select the bottom, go Shift-8, cursor to selected, got object, set origin to 3D cursor, and just go /3. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just change the texture very quickly. Go AS0, and let's just go G. Just quickly change this. Good. Now let's go I to insert it, go EZ, just like that. We don't have to do the bottom, however, you can if you want, but it's pretty much a waste of time, because it's so small no one's going to see it. Anyway, let's just go Shift-S, cursor to selected. Let's go add image, images as planes. By the way, to do this, you go to preferences, and you go images, import images as planes, and enable that. Now let's go images as planes. Okay, go RX 90 and go A, and I'm just going to scale it to, I'm just going to do the same coordinates as last time actually. Okay, so I've added the mushroom. Now let's just go Shift D, RZ 90, select both of them and select it to the pot. I'm going to rename this to mushroom pot. Good. Okay, so now let's actually create it. Let's just turn on snapping, go GY. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is just select this oak log, go G. let's zoom out and go G. Okay. Now let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's just go 1, 2, 3. And just like that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is just duplicate both of these one more time. And then let's duplicate it again. Let's just move this all the way to the top like that. And just go G. And let's just do this very quickly. Okay, just like that. And then I'm just going to do this quickly, like that. Okay, now I'm just going to select it like that. And this like that. Let's just go G and move all these. Okay, now what I'm going to do is select this, this, this and this. I'm going to go Shift D and go 1, 2, 3. Let's go Shift D. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do the same to this side. And just go Shift D. And then here, I'm going to go Shift D. And let's select the crafting table. And just go G. So the crafting table should be about here. Then I'm going to move the cauldron right here. Okay. And then right here, what I'm going to do is duplicate these oak logs again. Okay, go GY again. Now I'm just going to select that, and that. Okay, now let's just select, it's actually that, good. Now let's go Shift D, just like that. Okay, we accidentally deleted that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just go Shift D and just cover this up with oak planks. I'll be back when I finish. Okay, I've finished. Now what I'm going to do is go Shift D, 180. So I'm going to go RZ 180, go on the Z axis, let's just move it right like that, go GZ, and let's just move it straight like that. Okay, I see I accidentally moved them one block further, just like that, good. Let's go Shift D, RZ, and 90, let's just move it straight like that, and that, good. Go Shift D, SX -1, just move it nicely like that. Select all of these, go Shift D, SY -1 again. Okay, let's check it. I'm just going to delete these. And as you see, we've nearly done. All we have to do now is just add the flour. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go, let's actually hide the reef first. Just go H, let's go on the Z axis, go G, go Shift Z. Okay, so I'm just going to move it like that. Go Shift D, let's just check it out, good. Let's go Alt hide, and as you see now we have the witch's hut. So what I can also do is just add the shading, so let's go to viewport shading, let's just close this window. As you see, it's very dark and now it's actually looking at its best in the dark. So let's just go add, let's add a light, a sun. Just going to go G, and you can go R. So R is the only real change which you can do with the sun lamp. So just go RY, and then just going to select both of these, go Shift D, RZ 90, and as you see we get some okay lighting. Let's just move this a little bit like that. Okay, and this part, GX, I'm just trying to fix up the lighting a bit. So GY, GX, GX a little more maybe. Okay, we can maybe even change the lighting a little bit, just change the angle of the lighting. We could maybe even just move it on the y-axis, check it out like that. Okay, so as you see, it kind of looks weird and reflective, so let's just change the roughness until it looks okay. So that looks fine. Okay, so as you see, we have the inside. The interior doesn't have to be too light, but we can just go Shift D and change this to a point. And let's just go G. Let's just go GX. Okay, now let's just increase the watt amount and just go G. Okay, so this kind of looks weird right now, so I'm just going to turn off snapping quickly. Just move it until it looks good enough. Let's actually make this a little darker. I don't want it to look too unnatural. And then you can basically just try to move it so it doesn't look unnatural. So there, just like that maybe. And then we can go Shift D, change this to maybe a sun lamp again. Go R. We can maybe change this to a point, see what that does. There, I think that's fine. We can may change the radius much bigger so it's duller. We can increase the brightness. Okay, so that I like that. I like the look of it. Okay, so this is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.